you guys, it's me, Kaitlyn Johnson, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm doing something that I have never done before, so I'm a little bit nervous but so excited. If you've been following my YouTube shorts, you know that I just graduated college. I graduated the University of Alabama in May. So since I have all of my time back, I have put all my time into reading. This is the first time in my life that I've had the time to read as much as I possibly want to. So I took advantage of that this month and I read so many books. I ended up reading 10 books in the month of May, which is just crazy for me. So I really wanted to do a May reading wrap up and like tell you guys my thoughts about the books that I read. I do read a lot, but I feel like I don't show my audience that I'm reading. I don't know, I just have never like gone into booktube, but I really wanted to show you guys because I felt like this was such a strong month for me and I'm actually so invested in all the books that I read. I don't know, maybe this will be a new thing for us. This is definitely my hobby now that I am graduated and I work for myself. I'm self-employed, so best believe all I want to do is read all day every day. I'm gonna pull up Goodreads on my phone so I can read my review and look at the stars that I rated each book. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a huge Kindle reader, so I read a lot of my books on my Kindle. I really use up my Kindle Unlimited, that's for sure. I'm definitely getting what I paid for. So the first book I read this month was Love Redesign by Lauren Asher. Oh my goodness, this was a great start to my month, let me just tell you that. I had no idea what I was going into when I picked up this book. I honestly just kind of put it on my Kindle app and clicked on it. This is a part of the Lakefront Billionaires series. I love a billionaire romance, that is for sure. I don't know what it is with me, but like the terms and conditions, I don't know what like billionaire series that is, but I love like the Disneyland, what is that called? Dreamland Billionaires. Did I say that? I don't think so. So I read that a while ago and I really realized that I love billionaire romances. And let me just tell you, this is a billionaire romance. This is different though because it's childhood rivals to lovers, which I did not think that I would like, but oh my goodness, I liked it. This follows Julian and Dahlia, and they haven't seen each other in a while. They crossed paths in their hometown. Now their moms are best friends, so it's basically like forced proximity because Julian's mom forces him to hang out with her to like get her mind off things. She's going through a really tough time and he's gone through some stuff in the past. I don't know, it was kind of like a miscommunication trope. Like they had a lot of miscommunication, but years later they're like figuring it out and like talking to each other. And it was just so beautiful to read it. There's a lot of acts of service in here. I'm pretty sure even like in the beginning, Lauren Asher says like, this is for my acts of service girls. No, this is for my praise kink girls. I'm pretty sure that's what she said in the beginning. Kind of crazy. I will say so myself. I found it. To those whose love language is words of affirmation, your praise kink is safe with me and Julian Lopez. Oh. Are you kidding me? Yes ma'am. Yes ma'am. There's also a lot of words of affirmation. I love Julian. I love Dahlia. I loved reading about her story. And I love the dual point of view. I just love reading about what everyone else is thinking because we know there's miscommunication, but they don't know there's miscommunication. I will say that I do not like spicy books. I'm sorry. I'm not a spicy reader. This had some spice in it, but like all Lauren Asher pretty much does. First book in the Lakefront Billionaire series, I gave it a 3-star. Honestly, I think I was a little grumpy at that time because I don't know why I gave it 3 stars. I think I just put it down and I really didn't pick it back up again. So 3 stars for me, I would recommend it. I really enjoyed it. And then I ended up reading another book in this series like later on in this month. Okay, now we're getting to my favorite read of the month. Oh my god, where is it? It's down here. Ooh. Uh-oh, all my books just fell. Anyways, my favorite book of this month is Rebel Witch by Kristen Cicilleri. I really can't say her last name, but this was my most anticipated read. I could not read it right when it came out because I was still in school and like finishing up my honors research thesis. I was busy, but as soon as I walked across that stage, best believe I picked up this book. I read Heartless Hunter on my Kindle when I was on an airplane, and this tore me apart. I was sobbing on the airplane. I could not put it down. I remember seeing my Oma and my mom pick me up and I was still reading it while they were trying to get my bags. Like nothing could part me from this book. So when Rebel Witch came out, trust me, I went and bought it. And while I was buying this one, I picked up the hard copy of this book because I just needed it in my life. Anyways, Rebel Witch, this is the second book in the Crimson Moth duology. So this is the ending. This is it. This is all I got of the Crimson Moth. On my Goodreads, I have basically a paragraph about how much I loved this book. Of course, I gave it 5 stars. One of you guys even commented on my review and said that you started the series after I posted about it, and you can't thank me enough, right? Everyone needs to read this. Let's talk about it. So this little duology is an enemies to lovers. It's super high stakes because there's a witch hunter falling in love with a witch with a witch. You can see how that goes. We have Rune Winters and Gideon Sharp. Now let me just tell you, I love Gideon. I love him so much. Everything that he's been through and the way that he still treats Rune is just so mesmerizing to me. Like, it could not be me. This book ends off with such a cliffhanger and honestly such a heartbreak, be warned. But we pick right back up and we go back into dual point of view with Rune and Gideon. Basically in this book, he is like, I don't really know how to like talk about this without spoiling Heartless Hunter. Just a lot of things happen. I love this duology because there's so many twists and turns and I'm always surprised. Like there's always something going on and it always shocks me. Let me just read what I wrote for this one because I just need to. 5 stars is an absolute understatement. I wish I could rate this entire duology a 10 star, like 10 stars each. I've been itching to read this book ever since it came out and once I picked it up, I couldn't put it down. I am absolutely obsessed with Gideon and Rune's story and relationship. I love them individually and together. The 2 books in this duology are my favorite books to date. I can't stop thinking about them and I'm so sad it's over. Gideon, the man that you are. Rune, the warrior that you are. And goodness, the ending got me. I don't care that I was able to guess other parts of the book because the ending truly took me by surprise. Kristen, you outdid yourself. So sad to say goodbye to this world. Also, Harrow and Juniper, oh my god, I almost forgot about that. They were so cute. And Seraphine, wow, lost for words. Lastly, I hate Cressida so much. Yes, I do. I hate Cressida. I'm a young adult girl. I love reading young adult fantasy because there's like not really any spice. This gave me everything I wanted. Very surprised I didn't go into a book hangover after this book, but I did pick up another book after that and I picked up Daisy Hates. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Let's just address the elephant in the room. I did not enjoy Magnolia Parks. So Daisy Hates is the 2nd book in the Magnolia Parks universe and I'm not a Magnolia Parks girl. I don't really enjoy BJ. I don't enjoy Magnolia. I think I don't really like a cheating trope. I don't like that much. I don't like that kind of drama, okay? This was a lot for me to handle, but I decided to keep going because so many people are obsessed with this universe. So I picked up Daisy Hates and let me just tell y'all, I am a Daisy Hates girl, okay? I did not expect to actually like Daisy Hates and in the beginning I was kind of like, oh my god, did I just like put myself into a book slump? No, I did enjoy Daisy Hates. I love her relationship with her brother. I love the gang lord situation. I feel like there's a lot more going on in this book than in Magnolia Parks. Like there's like a mystery to be solved. Like there's things happening. It's kind of like a miscommunication trope. Like literally all of the universe that I know of is miscommunication. It just is. Christian, I love you. I love him. I'm sorry, I do. So I did end up giving this book a 3.5 stars. I will go ahead and read my Goodreads reviews because I just feel like these really show what was going on in my brain. So I said I truly didn't think I could get enough of the get enough, girl, no. Get through the Magnolia Parks universe until I finally picked up Daisy Hates. Now I'm all in. Well, kinda. I would say this is like a 3.5 star for me. Not my fave, but it was entertaining and now I need some more about Daisy and Christian. Yes, I do. I cannot wait to read the next Daisy book. I've literally been thinking about skipping the next Magnolia book and going straight into Daisy. I feel like the book gods would yell at me for that. As of right now, I'm a Daisy girl through and through. Not a huge fan of Magnolia though. We will see if that changes later. The shining star of this book is definitely Daisy's relationship with her brother Julian. I usually don't like reading about family members, but I got excited every time I turned the page and saw the next chapter was in his point of view. Love Julian and love Christian. I do kind of find it weird how Julian kind of interacts with his sister, like when it comes to other men in the house, but like that's beside the point. He's a gang lord. Like things are just gonna happen. He needs to use his sister for things. I did really enjoy this book. 3.5 stars just because I think they take a while to get through, but I am starting to love Jessa Hastings' writings. The metaphors do kind of hit sometimes and they kind of hurt my heart. 3.5 stars. I will be reading the next one. After finishing that book, I unfortunately picked up Mapping the Interior by Stephen Graham Jones. I really don't know what I was thinking when I picked this up. I was at Barnes & Noble with my mom because she was visiting me and she picked up the $5 book and that ended up being Mapping the Interior. It was a short little mystery thriller book and I hated every single minute of it. I think it went straight over my head. There's so many good reviews on this book. I just don't think I grasped the idea and it just made me feel uncomfortable, which honestly is probably the point of this book. I didn't DNF it because I hate DNFing books. I feel like they deserve to be read at least, but I gave it 1 star. I literally don't know. I couldn't tell you what this book is about. Basically, like his dad dies mysteriously. He's like a young boy and he starts seeing his dad's figure in the house. I don't think I'm smart enough to understand what was going on in this book. Plus, I don't like mysteries. I don't like thrillers. I don't like that stuff. So don't know what I was thinking when I picked this one up. If you like that though, read the reviews and pick this book up. Sorry, Steven, I did not like this. I am happy, however, that I picked up Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This is my first Abby Jimenez book, and it was on Kindle Unlimited, so I was like, I might as well just like pick it up. It looks fun, it looks summery, like super sweet, nothing can go wrong. Boy, was I wrong. This book took me by surprise. It was like a roller coaster of emotions. I was happy, I was sad, I was giggling. Just the way Abby writes about real life problems, it does it for me. I love Abby Jimenez. I am her #1 fan now that I've read this book. We have Justin, who is the main male character, and then we have Emma, who is the main female character. So this is like kind of interesting because the whole premise of this book started on the fact that like every person Justin dates like finds their one true love after him. So he was like posting on this like Reddit, which is just so funny that Reddit is in this book, but he was posting on this Reddit and that's how Emma found him. So he decided to like fake date. It's like a fake dating trope. She's a travel nurse, so there's no way this could work. I just found myself relating to Emma in so many ways. She has a lot of mental health things going on. She has relationship problems with her family, and just so many things are happening in this book. Now, I will tell you, this is the 3rd book in the Part of Your World, a standalone series. I did not know that when I picked up this book, and I honestly really wish I had, because I would have loved to read the 1st, 2nd, and then this one, because there's a lot of like little moments in this book that are from Part of Your World. But nevertheless, I really enjoy this. The way that Justin is such a amazing soul. He's just such a book boyfriend. He really reminds me of my boyfriend Owen, so it was like really funny to read about him, and I'm like, wow, Owen would do that too. It's so freaking good. Also, a part of this book that is different from other books that I've read is that there's the best friend character in this book. Her name is Maddie. She is the sweetest, most understanding, adorable little thing. I love Maddie. They're travel nurses together and they kind of are like sisters. I gave this book 5 stars easily. No thoughts, 5 stars. That's just what it is. I said, yes ma'am, 5 stars all the way. If he wanted to, he would, and let me just tell you, Justin did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. This book means so much to me. The way Abby Jimenez writes about real life struggles has completely wowed me. This is my first time reading a book of hers, and I've already picked up others to read. I truly understand Emma, and I have such a deep connection to her character. Also, Maddie. I love Maddie. She is so kind, caring, and understanding. These 3 characters live rent-free in my head. They feel too real to me just to be a fiction book. Also, Justin's found family, absolutely beautiful. I'm obsessed with every single detail and every single character in this beautiful book, and I mean that. I stand by that. Love this book to death. I loved it so much that right after reading this book, I decided to actually go to the first book in the Part of Your World series. That would be Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. After reading the last book by Abby, I was like, you know what? I'm ready for something to kind of like tear at my heart, but also be a fun read. Like, they're fun, but they're just so emotionally, they're emotionally there. They're just emotional. Okay. I will say I also gave this book a 5 star. Basically, Alex Montgomery, her last name Montgomery is a big part of this book. She is a doctor. All of her family has been doctors here. Like, it's a Montgomery tradition. You have to be a doctor here. You just have to. But right at the beginning of the book, we find out that her twin brother, I don't know if he's her twin. Yeah, I think he's her twin. Decides to elope with this musician, like this famous singer, and move to another country. Meaning she's the last Montgomery to be at this hospital, and she's forced to stay there. Now, her family treats her horribly. Like, this is all she's good for. And she's not even like good at it under her family's eyes. So there's a lot that is going on with her and her family and how she's feeling about her job. This kind of all changes when she gets like a little car troubles on the side of the road in this very small town. And that's when she meets Daniel Grant. Now, Daniel Grant, I love him. There's just something about a small town romance that really does it for me. Now, I come from a very small town in Southern Illinois. And let me just tell you, none of this would ever happen. We don't have like that family connection. I just live on a cornfield and I don't talk to anyone. But seeing it romanticized like this and seeing the city girl versus southern boy trope going on is amazing. Oh my god, I was calling her a doctor. I'm pretty sure she's like literally a surgeon. I don't know what the difference is, but she's like a surgeon. She's like hardcore. She spends like this one night with Daniel and it's just amazing, but she leaves him because she's like, I could never have a boyfriend like this. Like, he has tattoos. He's a country boy. Obviously, like, you can't stop thinking about Daniel Grant. It's Daniel Grant and he has a freaking goat wearing pajamas. Girl, that's your man. Go get him. She has like this dilemma. There's a lot of stuff going on. She's like 10 years older than him, I think. Like, there's like this age gap. There's just so many differences between them. It's one of those things that's like, how could this ever work out? And the way that Abby makes it work out just does it for me. me. Love this book, 5 stars. The next book that I picked up is like low-key kind of controversial in like booktube, book talk world, and that is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. As soon as I started reading this, I was like, wow, this is literally Hunger Games mixed with all these other books, and like that's kind of where a lot of drama is coming from. I've never read Hunger Games. I've never really cared about Hunger Games. Shoot me. First of all, this is enemies to lovers. So there's the elites and then there's the ordinaries, and of course our main girl Peyton is an ordinary, but she has to like survive and like fake being an elite. But then there's Kai, which is the other main character. It's dual point of view. We have Peyton and Kai. Kai is a prince. He's an elite and he's an enforcer, but he's like the highest of elites. He's a welder or wielder. Basically he can take anyone's power and like use it for himself. He has all the powers essentially. He's gonna be the next enforcer, which what an enforcer does is basically kill ordinary. The trials is like a main part of this book, which is why a lot of people think it's like Hunger Games. The trials are really interesting and it's like a fight to the death scenario. Like you have to have a strong power, which Peyton does not have. So we're kind of watching that, but a thing that I really enjoyed about this book is the other prince who's about to be the king, and that is my lovely man Kit. I love the little love triangle going on. I don't know if it's supposed to be a love triangle, and the plot twist at the end, it got me. I love this book. I did give it, I don't know, maybe like a 4. Oh, I gave it 5 stars. I said the ending had me shaking while turning the pages. Wow, I'm obsessed with the storyline. All of my favorite parts of fantasy put into one. I also absolutely love the slow burn. The banter and tension is just so good. Next, I decided to pick up Love Unwritten, which is the second book in the Lakefront Billionaire series. Like I said, I read Love Redesigned, and I just decided to pick up Love Unwritten because I was like, you know what? I enjoyed the first one. Let me just say what goes on in the second one. I did enjoy this one a lot more. I gave it 4.5 stars. Basically, this is about Raphael, who we know about from the first book, and then we have Ellie. Ellie is his nanny, and he is a grumpy sunshine. That is for sure. He's a grumpy little man. Well, not little, girl, he's big. It's like a grumpy sunshine, but we learn a lot about Raphael and why he's so grumpy. His son, Nico, has an eye condition that's going to leave him blind, so there is a lot of emotional turmoil surrounding that. Ellie is a songwriter, and she got really effed over by one of her old friends and like producers, so there's a lot of tension going on there, and she's like trying to find herself again. It's like a forced proximity type of thing because they're forced to go on this vacation together. Nico wants Ellie to come on the vacation, and like Nico's so cute, he's so sweet. Raphael is forced to spend this vacation with Ellie. No, it's not a one-bed situation. He's a billionaire. I said that I love this world and all the cameos from the past book. Rafa and Ellie's love story is so precious, and goodness, Nico is so cute. Obsessed with the way Lauren Asher writes love stories that include children. I feel like the book got slow and then randomly picked back up and was throwing info at me at the end, but it all came together and it was so cute. I am excited to read the next one in this series, Love Arranged. Interesting. After I finished reading this book, I just kind of randomly picked at a book on my Kindle Unlimited, and that happened to have been If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nolan. Holy crap, guys. This is a sad one. I was not expecting what I got out of this book. I didn't really read the trigger warnings. Make sure you read the trigger warnings if you want to read this. I did enjoy it. We have Finny and Autumn. These are the two like main characters kind of this book. We don't really get a Finny point of view. Finny and Autumn have parents, like moms, that are best friends. Now Finny does not have a father figure, and Autumn's dad is gone a lot, so the moms really relied on each other when they were both pregnant at the same time. So Finny and Autumn have been like attached at hip since birth. That was until high school. We all know how high school is, some more than others, but basically they go into different friend groups and it's a lot of miscommunication. The ending, I was not expecting. I read like I was reading a high school journal, which I really enjoyed. So I gave this book a 4 stars. I said, wow, this book hurt. I don't even know if I can read the second one because of the way my stomach hurts after finishing this one. It felt so real and raw, just wow. Oh my god, I forgot to tell you. This book is based in St. Louis. I'm from Southern Illinois, which means I'm basically from St. Louis. Like I am on the border of St. Louis, Missouri and Illinois. Knowing that this book was based in St. Louis, she talks about the art, she talks about the winters in St. Louis, and the fact that the main character has depression and like her father issues kind of hit a little too close to home. So I really enjoyed it, but but wow, it took me by surprise. After that book, I decided to pick up something more lighthearted and romantic, and I wanted to pick up something that I have already kind of read before. So I picked up Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver. I read Wild Love this past summer. I really enjoyed this book. I did. I think I liked Wild Love more than I liked Wild Eyes, but that's honestly okay. This is the second book of the Rose Hill standalone series. This one follows Weston Belmont and Skylar Stone. It starts off like high stakes because she's about to get like murdered by a bear, and like that's their meet cute. Skylar Stone is a celebrity. She is a singer. It's just really interesting to see how their relationship grew because she had to run away from her LA city life because of the way her dad and her agent were treating her. So she wanted to get away and write her own music with Ford Grant. Ford Grant is the man in the first book. So it's so nice to see Ford again. But basically we can really see how Rose Hill protects Skylar, and it's like the place she finds herself again. It heals Skylar. We have a little boy and a little girl in this book as well. It's West's kids. He's a single dad and he works on a farm. So it was really amazing to see how Ollie opened up to Skylar and how Emmy loved Skylar. So it was like just one of those books where it's like everything is good. Everything is good. I do really wish we got more of Skylar's story with her family. I really enjoyed it. I think it's so cute. I loved West. I loved seeing the rest of the bowling team again. We know that Ford and all of them are on a bowling team together, so it was just so cute. I really enjoyed getting back into this world, and I do highly recommend Rose Hill. I think this is like one of my favorite standalone small town series. Let me read you my little Goodreads review. I gave it 4 stars. I don't know if I said that, but I said this book honestly had it all. It was the single dad, small town, big city star, etc. I loved the meet cute and watching how the town of Rose Hill saved Skylar Stone. I wish we got more scenes with Skylar and her dad because I was so interested in her life outside of Rose Hill. Watching how West was kind, caring, and patient with not only Skylar but his kids was endearing. I relate to Skylar a little bit, so I enjoyed her character. But that was actually the last book I read in the month of May. I thoroughly enjoyed my reading month. I hope you guys enjoyed this like new little content of mine. If you're new here, my name is Kaitlyn Johnson. You can subscribe to me here on YouTube, follow me on my social medias like Instagram and TikTok, add my Goodreads if you want to see what I'm doing on there. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe down below. Follow all my social medias. They're on the screen right now and in the description below. I will see you guys in my next video. I know it's been a minute, but I'm always posting on YouTube Shorts, so you don't miss out on me. I promise I'm here, just not a long form. But I'm happy that I did this. I loved reading this month and I love sharing my life with you guys. And it's so exciting to share my books with y'all now. I'm gonna go to the coffee shop now. Bye guys.